Toland. Are you guys excited? Are you gonna go for a ride? Stormy, the boat's not in the water yet, buddy. That's the view that my greenhouse has. It's pretty nice. So here we are at the greenhouse, which I like to call my glass castle. And just a quick note, it snowed last night. Hey Stormy, look at that, want some snow? So yeah, I did have the greenhouse wood stove going last night. Here's the shot from the door going in, and yeah, welcome to my glass castle. Close that door, my nice work area. So here we go with the greenhouse tour. Now this is a cage that we just built this year, and this has all my beans trellising on it, so they grow quite tall. These are those Chinese noodle beans, the really long red beans. And I have a few varieties growing on here. There's the wood stove. So cool to have a wood stove in your greenhouse, especially in Canada's Wild West Chilcotin. Anyhow, my zucchini is growing underneath in this bean cage, and I stake all of my zucchini so that they grow up. And I was always taught to hill them when I was a kid, but yeah, no, they want to be staked up off the ground and they will grow. You'll get way more zucchini than you ever have before if you stake them. Anyhow, they're doing well in there. They don't mind the shade at all. And you can see on this side, their leaves grow out with the beans, and they grow up to their, well, they would grow up, I'm sure, 20 feet if they could, but I don't have that kind of space. So anyway, that's the bean cage. Now over here to the tomatoes, which are my favorite things in the world to grow. All of those Baker Creek heirloom seeds. Now I've got about 48 tomato plants here, and I think there's about 20 different varieties. Now when I do my cherry tomatoes, the smaller tomatoes, my Tigerellas, the Brad's Atomic Grape, that kind of thing, I let some of the suckers grow because you get way more yield, but I still trim the bottoms a bit because I do like to plant stuff below in the beds so that I'm not wasting all that space. Now I've got some kale, I've got some carrots down there, and in these beds, these are all my heirloom tomatoes. So all the bigger tomato varieties like Rebel Starfighter, we've got the Valina Pink, Northern Lights, Thorburns Terracotta, Black Beauties, Portuguese Monster, like they go on and on and on. So many different kinds. But anyways, below them, I trim my tomatoes, the stalks quite a bit on the bottoms. I leave a lot of foliage on the top, but in the bottom I've got like my bush marigolds to help, you know, they're companion plants, and I've got chives, got some sweet basil coming up, and then I have beets all in between. So I grow all my beets in between my tomatoes, and they do really well. Now I've got over here, we've got a whole bunch of just flowers. I love having flowers in here, and some more bush marigolds. And in here I have all my Swiss chard, got some lettuce, and I've grown all the pink, Chinese pink celery. And we'll get back to what's growing above that in a sec. And in this bed I've got my Beaver Dam Peppers. They're doing really well. See, you got even some peppers in there. Where are we? Right there. Yep, they're growing nicely. And I have a bunch of different varieties. But what's doing the best for me is the Beaver Dams, and then we've got those Buena Mulatas. And we've got those beautiful purple flowers coming. And then I grow radishes in between that, and some lettuce and some flowers. And on this side, we've got my purple kale coming up. And I have sunflowers everywhere because I just love to see the flowers. I don't get to plant flowers outside because they will get frost every month. Gailan, and in this bed we have tatsoi, and I've got some nasturtiums in a pot here along with my, yes, I can hear the rooster. Can you hear my rooster? My lemon tree, and I've got some jalapenos that I overwintered. Here we have the amaranth, the love lies bleeding, and more tatsoi, my regula, and my devil's ear lettuce, and then I've got my cucumbers are starting to trail us up beautifully. Those are a Japanese variety from Baker Creek. I can't remember the name. I think I have it written down here. There we go. However you pronounce that name. My wood stove is still on. It's still warm from having a cold night last night with snow. So anyways, back to this. My big main feature is this trellis that my husband built. It's just big and beautiful, and it's full already. So we've got my Cinderella pumpkins here. I've got the little white gourd pumpkins. We've got blue Hubbard squash coming along nicely. And then up here we've got, you can't really see it, but there's a lot more squash growing up there. And there is also candy roaster squash way up there. Way up here somewhere. Bunch of candy roaster squash growing. And yeah, that's about it. I have this big window insert that I can take in and out when it gets hot. So that's what that is down there. I pull that out of one end. I can actually take it so that it's halfway, so if it's not quite hot enough, and then I can take it right out for when it's hot. Like right now it's pretty hot outside. I think I have, let's go see what it is for temperature. It's still morning here, but the sun's come out and it's doing a wonderful job all on its own. But there, we've got almost 20 degrees and we're right in the middle zone for humidity. So we're doing good. Things are growing. So things can grow here. When I have the wood stove on, they'll grow night and day, so it doesn't cool off at night, so I still have everything growing at night while I'm sleeping because the beds don't cool off. So that's why I have such huge plants for zone 1, like, you know, because the wood stove really does a great job. But you know, zone 1, June the 7th today, and I've got baby tomatoes already coming out. So yeah, most of my blooms have little sets of tomatoes already. Like, here we go, right in here. Little tomatoes are starting. So I can't wait for that. So yeah, I just wanted to show all you guys all of my progress so far. We grow, of course, every year, but I mean, we always do something new every year. These are those berry treasure strawberries. And they're coming along. Can't wait to taste those. Might have to plant some more of these runners. But anyhow, I'll stop chatting and let you guys get on with your day. Have a good one. Signing off for the Chilcotin. It's Jennifer Toland. We'll see you later. Bye.